clubs, believe me, it was that cold. So we were playing, and there was a track so that it would reach everybody, and so that it would be a perfect version in intonation. But we were playing, and it's so unfair that somebody chose to pick on something negative, which made it something negative, because this is standard procedure in these kinds of outdoor events. And you know, we're musicians with a lot of credibility. I mean, Yo-Yo Ma is a world-renowned, absolutely adored superstar. Itzhak Perlman is such a master. Anthony and I were like the young, kind of unknown ones there, you know? But I mean, how can anybody question what we did? It's silly.
And even the Chief Justice messed up the lines for President Obama, so I think it was a good idea to do it the way you did it. And of course, it excites us here at Pittsburgh very much, because a number of people feel tonight was the real world premiere that should go in the record books. Questions yet for Gabriela? Does anyone have anything you want to know? Because I've got a long list of things. What was it like? You went on tour with Laurent Mazel. How was that?
Well, I made my debut with the New York Philharmonic with Laurent Mazel playing Rachmaninoff Paganini Rhapsody 4 days in a row, and that was in 2006, and that was amazing. That was just, I have to say, it really hit me like 2 weeks before that I was playing with them, and with Mazel, who was very serious, but he's very nice actually, at least to me. And so I think that was more nerve-wracking. I wasn't nervous at all for the Obama thing. We were just having fun. But that was incredible. He's an amazing master, and the orchestra. This country has you know, several wonderful orchestras, and I have to say I'm so happy to be here. This is such an amazing group of musicians, and now that I was listening to the Mendelssohn, I mean, the sound that they have, the richness, the depth, is gorgeous, and I like that. I like the meaty stuff, you know.
And we love the way you played the Rhapsody in Blue. It was absolutely sensational. There's a little bit of a Cuban thing. There's a little bit of a Latin feel in Rhapsody in Blue, and then of course improvisatory moments. You used to be there was a lot more of that sort of thing in the concert world. So this is a piece that really speaks to you. Have you listened to the Gershwin recordings that exist? What do you think?
Yeah, I have. I mean, he played it very, very differently. But you know, these recordings were so early in a way that there's always like a slight discrepancy in the techniques that are used today, yesterday. It's like the Rachmaninoff recordings. Most of them are faster tempi than we really think they actually were playing. The Bernstein version I love. Today I was listening to the Earl Wild version, and everybody plays it very different. It's a piece that is you can really lend your personal touch. I think it's very jazzy, it's classical, but it's got a lot of swing, and I like that. I like the sexiness of it. I like the fun part. I like the electricity of it, and the bright New York lights. You see it all in there.
Of course, it's fun for us that the first soloist with the Pittsburgh Symphony was George Gershwin in 1933, and the newspaper had a little sidebar that Gershwin went out with his friend Oscar Levant. Levant was from Pittsburgh, studied with Oscar Demler, and Dorothy was his wife here in Pittsburgh. In any case, they went to the Pitt, Nebraska game while they were here together. So there was a sports theme back in 1933 of the premier Rhapsody in Blue here. Well, we got to get you to have a few minutes to decompress and relax, but I don't want to let Tuesday go without asking for one more reflection. You worked with John Williams. I don't know that he was there for the moment on Tuesday, but what did he share with you about the piece, bringing it together? You know, it was so emotional for us because I thought you had to be aware that you were, in some ways, instantly a symbol. Here's an American with Chinese ancestry and Yo-Yo Ma. It's a Perlman with his Jewish-Israeli background, and Anthony McGill, African-American principal clarinet of and you represent women and moms and Latin American, all sorts of good things.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm American. My mother was born in Chicago, but I was born in Venezuela. And it was very exciting. There were all Americans there with different backgrounds. Very exciting to be representing, again, yes, women and mothers. And I'm a single mom. I have two beautiful daughters. One is 11, the other one is 6. And people ask me, how do you do it? It's like every day day is a struggle. I get maybe 45 minutes a day of practice and that's it. The rest is just live, you know? And representing real people really. These people were absolutely wonderful. Yo-Yo is the most delightful person in the world. He's just an absolute sweetheart. And John Williams was just so concerned about making this piece right. He really wanted to put his soul in it and make it something that would be very appropriate and sensitive for the occasion. He was very, very nice man, and he was very pleased with the results. We rehearsed a lot. That's why we were able to play to ourselves so well, because we really wanted it to be perfect. So in the end, I think almost everybody really loved it.
This is our last call. Any questions? Yes? Time for any more website living room concerts you might have to explain about?
That's going into a transition. That has to do with the fact that I changed managements, and then that took a while to get things over from one to the other, and now there's like a little technical glitch. So the idea is to do something even better, to do something. Technology advances every day, so you can play around with much more than stuff than a year ago. So we're working on that. That's something the other people deal with. I have not so much to deal with myself.
Anyone else? Yes, on the end over here.
Did you doing improvisation tonight when you were playing as opposed to when you did the rehearsal?
No, when I play the classical works, I play exactly what's written. Unless it's like a Beethoven concerto, Mozart concerto, I do improvise sometimes the cadenzas, and it never goes into a tango or a mambo. It's always in the style. But no, it was straight Gershwin.
Sorry, maybe one or two more we should have. Yes?
What is your favorite piano piece?
That doesn't let me sleep sometimes. Oh, he's saying that for me, I've said that it's very natural to improvise because I have a radio in my head. Yeah. Oh yeah, like at 2 in the morning, I can't stand it. It's funny because I'm so musical that every little thing will trigger an improvisation in my head. So everything is an improvisation. It's constantly running in my head. Yeah. Somebody else? Yeah?
Can your hands always do what's going on?